What's going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it's time to review Toriko chapter 345. Okay, so for this chapter of Toriko, it's definitely dialogue heavy, for sure, but it's still a good chapter overall. We get a lot of explaining on certain things that are pretty important. First of all, the stuff with Komatsu, because it's pretty simple. He sees the chick. I'm not sure if she has a weird face or if she was wearing a mask. I couldn't really tell, because it kind of looked like it went down to her neck, maybe, but she's there. She says a couple things to Komatsu. We've been waiting for you. And then she disappears, and there's all these dudes there, and Komatsu says that the voice was nostalgic, or at least he's heard it before. It could be a translation thing, but at the very least, he's heard the voice before. It was familiar. And then the old guy covers for him, because all those dudes are there, and they're like, who are you? We need authorized personnel. And the old guy's like, oh, yeah, he's a worker, blah, blah. And the dude says, oh, someone actually wants to do this, which is kind of interesting, but also very, obvious considering the work conditions. Very, very bad work conditions. Obviously, they got no dental, No, but jokes aside, they're going through, and then the old guy that's with Komatsu starts to explain, like, okay, well, here's how the selection works. You got the mentally fucked up people, and you got the physically fucked up people. And the physically fucked up people, I think, are just turned into, like, fertilizer, and then the mentally fucked up ones get switched out with, like, a better brain. Like, if they got a good body, but they're mentally fucked up, they put a better brain inside of it. Or not a brain, but you know what I mean, a better spirit, soul, whatever. So, that's cool, little selection thing. And basically, no matter what, though, you're going to have to face hard labor. I mean, that's really just the bullshit about it. So, yeah, they're going through, and then Komatsu sees the air. Well, one of the other things the dude says, you'll be enslaved by the blue nitro, which is interesting. And he remembers something that the dude from, I think the dude from, like, Tengu Brunji's place, like, the people they met during, like, the air arc, I think I recognized him, but I don't remember that arc very well. I don't know why. But, yeah. So, they find the air tree, or an air tree, and Komatsu prepares it. And I wasn't sure if Komatsu should be saying that shit, Like, he's like, yeah, I can prepare air, and I've eaten it, and the dude's like, you're mentally fucked up. And that's bad for Komatsu. But then he actually prepares air, and it's like, dude, they might like, okay, this guy's really good. We're gonna keep you as like our head chef and force you to do this shit, or some kind of thing is gonna happen to Komatsu for this. But we'll see what happens. That's Komatsu's part of the story. Then we get like the massive info dumping. Not bad info dumping, because when I say info dump, I usually, I don't know how often I've said info dumping, but usually when I say it, it's negative, because a ton of info dumping can be bad. This was okay. We get explanations on the back channel, and the spirit world, and the fucking time zero, and the fucking, oh god, what else did they call it? They had like 7 fucking names, I swear, for like these places. It's just confusing. Just call it one thing. And someone asks, like, are they 2 separate places? And they're like, they're similar but very different time flow. And I'm like, oh my goodness, it's so complicated. But yeah, apparently, they explain how the fish went fucking over light speed and made the hole, and that's a good explanation. And they explain the warp kitchen and the fucking warp road and how it's not just like a portal from point A to point B. It's like you go in there, you walk that whole length, but in real time, not that much time has passed. So I mean, so those are cool explanations for how the portals and the warp kitchen and everything work. So I really liked that. That was all, good exposition and everything. Good information. And, yeah, they ask, like, how can we go through there because we're humans? And then Reen opens her fucking mouth and asks a question, and they got to explain that. And then, like I said, it ends with Komatsu preparing air. So, yeah, it's a good chapter. I think the info got a little too heavy. Just a touch too heavy. But, not too bad. It's still a lot of good information, and yeah, it could have just maybe been spread out for another chapter. Usually I say, get all your information, get all your stuff done as fast as you can, but you really don't want to just pound on a ton of info dumping. And like I said, the chapter didn't do it horribly, but it got a little bit close. It got to like the Hunter x Hunter levels of like info dumping where it's just like, oh my god, and fucking, I remember Naruto when like fucking Madara Uchiha, fucking Obito, had Sasuke with him after like the Itachi fight, and he just info dumped all this backstory, and it's just like, it's too much all at once. You almost sort of lose interest in it. At least I have, and I've seen other people react the same way. So yeah, but like I said, this Toriko chapter, nowhere near what those series have done. So yeah, I mean, I really can't think of much else to say about the chapter. Komatsu preparing air, I feel like it's going to have some kind of ramification, some kind of consequence, whether it's positive or negative. And then you've got, you know, the back channel explanations and everything. It's all important information. It's definitely a very good chapter. It's easily like an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10 from like the content itself, what it's explaining. I'm just sort of criticizing the structure and how it could have been paced between maybe 2 separate chapters or something like that, squeezed in a little bit more comedy or a little bit more of other things happening. Also Chaco with his mom, because it's obviously his mom. I don't know why she's not saying it to him. That part happened. She had some weird reaction after she helped him too, so I don't know what was going on there. Maybe 2 souls in one body, I'm not too sure. Maybe that's why she didn't explain that she's his mom. Something's going on there. But yeah, I don't know. It was a good chapter. Entertainment wise, like I said, I'd probably place it around like a 7, 7.5. It was still good, but we got a lot of good information in here, so it's definitely like an 8.5 out of 10. Just could have been structured a bit better, I suppose. Maybe I'm nitpicking. I don't think so, though. But yeah, and the artwork was great, and it was a slow-paced chapter, but yeah, it was good. So I guess that's pretty much it. Not much else to say. So, thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of this chapter of Toriko in the comment section below. You can follow me on Instagram. I post things there sometimes. Give this video a thumbs up. That would help me out a lot. You can also add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on PlayStation. You can subscribe to this video if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.